What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4, Episode 14, Open House, Closed Doors. Listen, let me tell you something. They picked it up right where it left off last week, okay? Last week, Ashley was going to see her daddy, okay? And we all said, this ain't gonna be no good look, all right? Some people got a little hope feel, just very minimal people got a little hope feel because we did hear him or they did open up the door and all that stuff. But baby, when that happened, y'all got your hopes up. Whoever did, I don't know, it's probably a couple of y'all. Y'all got let down because he treated that girl just like King Mama did. The only difference is King Mama never came to the door. She probably looked out the window and was like, "Bitch, please." Okay, she never said anything to that girl. But on this occasion, because the aunt was there, he opened up the door. And they did say, had she not been there, he probably wouldn't have opened up the door. No, he would not have opened up the door because the aunt was there. He opened up the door. She was like, this is your daughter Ashley." And they said that man looked at her, scowled his face like, the fuck? And then closed that door. You heard the door slam right in her face, and she just started crying. "Why won't he talk to me? Why won't he do this? And I don't understand." Cause girl, he's embarrassed. He's a fuck boy. That's all that you need to know. He must be ashamed of the fact that he, at one point in his life, had a relationship with a black woman and it bared a child. Okay, so all his kids, other kids, probably white, with two white parents, and he probably, and then to be quite honest, and that's not even to say that he treat all his other kids with respect too. Just because he took a little couple of pictures with them on Facebook, we don't know the type of relationship that he had with them, but he had a relationship with them. But at this point, I'm sitting here like, Ashley, this should tell you what you need to know. Let it the fuck go at this point, because I wouldn't be able to deal with the disrespect. I'm not about to be hounded and feeding for somebody that clearly don't want me in their life. So it's like, what's the point? So at this point, her mama was telling her the same thing. She was like, "At least I got to see his face and all that stuff. You got to see where your face come from." And that's it. Now it's a chapter that's over and done, and she can move on. That's what you need to do. So Robin, she finally got this house done. Okay, they getting ready for the little open house. She getting that together. Then she go over to the truck yard, talking about she spending all this money to get dump trucks to bring in materials and to take out materials when she doing these houses or whatever. Why can't she just get and she's paying for it? Why can't she just buy a truck herself and do it herself? I mean, on the flip side, on one hand, girl, yes, okay, do what you gotta do, have it available so you won't be wasting money. But then when we find out, when Giselle pull up, it's 150, and then that one truck they was with was 210,000. Okay, like, Robin, you got that money. You barely had the money to fix that little house that was $40,000, and you went over budget for that. You got 150 just lying around. Because if that's the case, y'all go fix y'all house up, and y'all will be where y'all need to be at. But on one hand, it makes sense to go ahead and do it. On the other hand, it's like, do it really make sense? You probably would save more money, just getting a company or whatever, and just hiring it, because you don't want it. What if all of a sudden you I mean, I know you can sell it, but that'll be, you ain't gonna sell it for as much as you brought it for. It's because once you buy something off the lot, it depreciates in value. And economics, get into that. Some of y'all finna go to college, okay? Some of y'all about to start. Y'all about to take economics or whatever, especially if you're in a business course. Get into it. I hope you paid attention to it up in high school. It's gonna come in handy when you get into college. I'm just letting you know, okay? Take it from one business major to the next, okay? Just letting you know. But appreciation and depreciation, okay? Art appreciates, okay? Cars and stuff like that, some of them, depending on what they are, they depreciate as soon as you pull them bitches off the lot. That bitch gonna depreciate as soon as you pull it off the lot. And what if all of a sudden you don't want to do this shit no more, okay? And you ain't got no trucking business where you gonna lend the truck car out and all this stuff. Then you got to get the CDL license to drive it and all that stuff. Robin, it took you forever to do that one house, okay? It's gonna take you forever to get this one permit, this one license, baby. Like, okay, girl, I get where you going, but no, it's not reasonable in your line. You just doing a lot. And I can't really, come down on her for it, but let's be reasonable. She's talking about she's having this little open house. She wants Giselle to be cool with Monique. Like, I know you got issues with her right now, but don't start no stuff. Listen, it's gonna be hard trying not to, but I'm gonna try. I said, why is it gonna be hard? Just because I got beef with somebody, which seems very much one-sided at this point. Monique got her side, and then that's two-sided. Well, you got your side, you got your version of whatever. What these women don't learn and don't understand, which I don't get, especially at your big age that you are, there is a time and a place for certain things, okay? And if I respect my friend enough, I can respect her enough not to start no drama at her event that is important that she's been working toward to, okay? It's a business thing. She's putting this house that she's been working for a long time on, on the open market, trying to get interest in it and everything. I would expect her to come in and you just sit there and be supportive, not come in and start no drama with somebody over something that y'all can handle later on in private or at another event that ain't that important. Like, if you respect your friend enough, you would do that. And I'm just saying, like, girl, whatever. Then we got excuses. We got Karen and her sister. Baby, when they was up in that car and she was like, my daddy said this and all this stuff. And the sister Bridget was like, yo daddy, he my daddy too. I didn't say my daddy, bitch. That is me and my sister all the time. When they be talking about that lipstick, where's my 540 and my 520 and my 740? You number your stuff? Girl, listen, you want me to go to the store and buy you some stuff? You up here complaining about that? That is me and my sister all day. Every time we link up, we just go at it like that. It made me really laugh and really smile because I was like, bitch, that's us. But anyway, over the stupidest stuff. And then my little sister always say, my mama said this. Girl, she my mama too. Okay? Like, she was my mama first, to be quite honest. If you want to go there. Okay? Shit. But, they going to this little, pond or whatever just to memorialize their mother and their father. It's a way for them to release their grief and to finally, because they said they would want us to move on. The mother been gone for 2 years, the daddy been gone for a year, and so at this point, it's time for them to move on. They released some balloons, they listened to Raven's song, and they said a little prayer, and that was it. It was cute to me. So, we at Monique's place, and, she's getting ready for the baby. She did have a little doctor's appointment. Basically, the way that things going, she's not going to carry to term. The baby probably going to come early, whatever. It is what it is. The baby, probably going to be induced. She got like 8 weeks or something like that. Either way, so she's trying to get ready for this little CPR class with the kids, and I'm thinking that the kids gonna be involved in it. I'm sitting here like, Monique, that ain't gonna happen because they couldn't even sit still when they was in the doctor's office. They ain't gonna be able to sit still and learn nothing about this. They little kids, even though they should, but they not gonna be able to. Put them kids, let them play in the playroom, and you keep the door open so you can see what they doing or whatever, so they won't be coming in and out. But then again, her kids just come in and out anyway. But I did like the fact that she did try to have them there because kids do pick up on stuff, even if you think that they're not paying attention, they'll probably pick up on something, and it'll come in handy later on, possibly. Hopefully this won't have to happen, but they had this little CPR instructor come over. We had to do this at work, we do this every year, have a little CPR class, whatever. They, popping on the dummy and all that stuff for the babies and for the adults and stuff like that. And I feel like every job should do that. Every job should do that because you just don't know what might happen and might pop off in your regular life, okay? It'll come in handy. But, the CPR instructor lady, she was stressed. She was stressed the fuck out from Monique's kids. Melania all underneath the table. Little Junior, he behind them, just doing here, going there. And it was just like, goddamn, okay? I said, she just was looking all stressed out. I said, poor thing. She said, I just came here to do a job. That's it. Okay? I ain't come here for all of this. You know what I'm saying? So they got that done. Then we get Candace and her mother and her sister Crystal. Crystal is her stepsister. Well, not stepsister, her half sister, but we don't do that half stuff. And the only reason why I said that because Candace let us know that Crystal is from her mother and her stepfather, okay, and she's 10 years her junior, okay, and she says she's still learning. She's actually learning things from her as to how to deal with the mom because, they going wine tasting, everything was cool, they getting a little tipsy. Was it the mama that said, "Oh, so we finna eat bread"? Because, they was like, "Oh, Candace, you getting a little thick." She was like, "I'm getting married thick." And it was like, "So you getting fat?" "No, mama, she getting married thick." That's what it is. It's a difference, okay? That's happy weight, all right? But, she was like, "Y'all eating bread?" I said, "Hell yeah, we finna eat these carbs." Okay, bitch, I ain't ate carbs all week. Finna eat the okay, put some butter on that, But anyway, the sister brought up how was therapy? Did you learn something about yourself, mother? Mama didn't learn shit about herself. The fact that, therapy probably worked for Candace, but it didn't really work for the mom. She probably picked up on a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? That's it. But other than that, she gonna be in her own way. Because she said, "I've been here. I know about me. I've been here for a while, so I know about me and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo." And seeing Candace's whole thing is she wish she could be more so like her sister and let stuff roll off her back and not, be so combative with her mama because the sister was just like, "Okay, girl, okay, girl." She wouldn't let nothing that the mama was saying get to her, And so then she took it upon herself to want to bring up the whole thing about the Candace Giselle telling Candace about the text messages and saying that for Monique. Do I feel as though she needed to bring that up? No, because it was a mother-daughter thing. But, when we with our people, we vent our frustrations and stuff like that. We think it's a safe place, and that's what happens. I'm guilty of doing that when I'm going through some stuff. That's what we vent to our family and everything because they going to have our back or whatever and tell us what we need to hear. And her mom did say, if she's really a friend of yours or whatever, sometimes friends go through some stuff. You just need to sit her down and, y'all need to talk about it because some relationships aren't, worth losing and stuff like that. That's basically what she was trying to say. And, just try to figure out where y'all at, okay? Because, Candace in the confessional saying that, with Monique doing this, she's seeing a different side of her. And, like, we all can agree, Monique was wrong for showing them text messages. I would never do that to a friend. I would never throw a friend under the bus like that just to save my ass like that. All I would say is, girl, I wasn't talking shit about you. And if you want to believe that I was, go ahead. But, I'm telling you straight up to your face that I wasn't talking nothing about you. I wouldn't bring nobody else in the conversation because it wasn't about nobody else, okay? Not my homegirl. I bring another bitch that I don't give a fuck about in the conversation. But girl, if it's my homegirl, no. Okay? No. Not somebody that been up in my house and kicking it with me and all this stuff and I consider a sister. No. Okay? So we wasn't down for Monique doing that. And do Candace and Monique need to talk? Yes, they do. Do Monique need to be called out by Candace about it and get the 411 what she said? Yes, she do. Do anybody else need to call her out? No. Candace does. Okay? But we'll see. And for Candace's mama to have trust funds and stuff set up, that means that she got money. She got some type of form of money, okay? And she paying people bills and stuff like that. Why is it that y'all hair can't never be together? And especially Candace's mama. That shit looked dry and raggedy as shit. I don't know what was going on with that. It literally looked like she put that brown gel on top of it and it started, when it get to the point, the breakage started happening and when the brown gel been on long enough and it just started breaking up and it looked like ate up and everything. That's what Candace's mama hair looked like. And I'm just all types of confused. You don't got no professional do your hair. And if you do, fire her and find somebody else that's more qualified. Bitch, look like you was trying to do that shit in the dark. Well, Karen has her friend over that's going to do the stuff with her, Ladame, whatever, her perfume stuff that's dedicated to her mom. That was that. Then we get this whole thing with Ashley and, Ashley disturbed me a little bit because she was cleaning them dishes and the way she was using that scrub, I said, them dishes ain't clean, baby. When she was stuffing it in that container, whatever, I'm like, you ain't get it in the corner, okay? That little brush didn't go in the corner or whatever. You need a towel, you need to put your finger in there, you need to just go ahead and scrape that stuff like that or whatever to be sure. Do a wipe around or whatever because, baby, I don't feel like that was all the way clean. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But, do what you gotta do. Michael comes up in there. She trying to tell him what happened, and basically, when she gets there, he opens up the door. He didn't even really open the door. He cracked the door. He looked around, saw her mom, saw her, locked eyes for 5 seconds, and then, closed the door and locked it. And he was like, "I told your ass this wasn't no good idea, but since you did it, maybe just get this out your system and you can move on." That's basically what I got from the whole conversation. Okay, it is what it is. What else can we say? So everyone is getting ready for Robin's big day, her open house, and they're showing up. You got Ashley, you got Monique that's there. Robin and Ashley do have a conversation about what happened with her father. And Robin says listening to things like this, it makes her more appreciative of the fact that she still have her parents in her life and stuff like that. And don't have to go through what Ashley has to go through. And Ashley got the closure that it may not be the closure that she wanted, but she got some form of closure because that's the closed book at this point. Robin, I will say this, as much as we clown Robin in that house, Robin did a good job with that house, okay? Maybe it took a little bit longer than it did, but baby, it looked good, okay? Compared to what it was, it looked good. I'm gonna have to give props where props is due, okay? So good job with that, Robin. As soon as they came in, they weren't even there that long. Some dude was already, trying to look into it, because he said it's in this price range. Baby, when Karen was talking to the realtor dude, and he was like, this not a good area either. Karen was like, yeah, these dudes come out there with a fistful of dollars or whatever trying to offer me some ganja. I said, old people say ganja, okay? Old people say ganja and marijuana, okay? We say weed, okay? We say joint, we say blood, we say other things, it is what it is. But I said, Karen, you should have took it. You should have took it. That's what you should have did. But anyway, moving on from that, everybody is having a good time, just giving Robin her props and mingling with everybody. Giselle comes into the door. Monique says, hey Giselle. Oh, it said hey to me. I'm surprised that you want to say hey to me because this is you always talking about some for Ashley, Giselle not there for me and all that stuff. This like the third year in a row. You should be tired of this. Ain't you tired of this? And I'm like, what? Robin literally said, don't get into it with Monique at my thing, okay? You said I'm going to try. You did not try one bit, okay? As soon as you stepped in the door, I was with Monique on this. When she said, well, damn, can you not be combative as soon as you come into the house? That's what it was. You were being combative, okay? You had it already made up in your mind what you was gonna do, and you basically said, "Fuck Robin." Okay, you don't care about what she felt, and the fact that this is a big moment for her. You don't give a fuck. You gonna let the drama start right here, right now, cause you too pussyfoot to call Monique up and to talk to her like an adult. Both of y'all too pussyfoots to call each other up and talk to each other like an adult, okay? Cause we can handle this shit over the phone. If that's the case, I don't even need to see you. You got an issue with me? Okay, if you do, it is what it is. We not cool. We could be cordial, whatever. You don't have to say nothing to me when you see me or whatever. If I say hi, you can say hi. If not, I won't take offense to it because we not nothing. And that would have been the end of it, okay? But no, you waited until you had so many prime opportunities to call this lady up and to meet up with her and all this stuff, but you waited till Robin's event to want to do this. Girl, please, get out of here. So, they sit down, they talking or whatever. They go over there to the little family room and talk while everybody else in the kitchen. Robin, I felt bad for Robin because Robin trying to mingle through both groups and trying to keep the peace with both groups because you got one group with tension, the other group don't know what the hell is going on, and they there just because they want to see, probably want to be on camera too, but they also just want to see the house and probably want to buy it and all this stuff. And it was a potential buyer that was there who eventually left. You know what I'm saying? That's embarrassing as hell. And Monique basically was like, um, I said that y'all minimize what I go through. That's what it said. Okay, it wasn't coming from no negative place, and even Ashley said it wasn't coming from a negative place. It wasn't coming from a positive place. She was just coming as being expressive as her observation. And Giselle, you could get in your feelings at the end of the day and feel how you feel, but at the end of the day, you really don't give a fuck about Monique, and you never have since the first time she came on the scene. Okay, and you made that crystal clear. You guys will never be friends. So what is it? Why are we even going through this? Okay, it is what it is. Moving on from that, they go into what happened with Candace, and you don't want to have Ashley at the house and all this stuff. Giselle saying, well, Candace said is you don't even want to have Ashley at the house. I don't care what Candace says because Candace don't know me. All right, Candace walk up in there and Candace want to take it back to showing the text messages and stuff. She was like, you sure right. But I have to give Monique her props on this, okay? As much as I feel like I wouldn't do that shit, show the text messages, she didn't deny that stuff. She didn't try to stumble over. She said, I damn right did, because what you was trying to do, I was trying to show the fact that, I wasn't the one clowning Michael, okay? My feelings about this whole thing been consistent throughout the whole thing. This whole situation that been going on. I haven't been saying nothing about Michael and all this stuff. This is what we're saying. And so, I give her credit for that, okay? She didn't back down on that, because if she would have lied about that, girl, Monique, I would have gotten your ass so bad, okay? But, she didn't care, okay? And the whole thing about it is, she was being transparent according to them, or according to somebody. And Candace's whole thing is, you all of a sudden, she feels as if Monique basically used her trying to get back in good graces or whatever with Ashley or some shit like that, and she don't understand how is it that you're trying to be BFFs or cool with somebody that you trashed and who did all this stuff to you last year, and now you're trying to be good friends or whatever. And Candace, at the end of the day, it's not for you to understand. It's called maturity, okay? And you're clearly not there that yet. If you can't comprehend when people go through things, okay? People go through things, and then there are some people that can forgive, not necessarily forget, but can move on and try to make a situation that was bad better and get in better places. There are many people in this world who started off not liking each other, who thought they was gonna be cool, got into a big argument or something like that, and then they finally, throughout how long it took, worked out their differences enough so that they can be cool with each other, and some of them wind up being best of friends, okay? Some people don't work like that. Some people can put that shit aside and can start anew, okay? What about that don't you understand? You just don't like Ashley, and you want everybody to like Ashley. And I'm so glad Monique did put out there that I'm not that type of friend. Just because you don't like something about somebody don't mean that I'm supposed to not like it because you don't like it. That's not how I roll. And I feel that because I roll the same way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you don't like Ashley, you don't like Ashley. If Monique is trying to fix that relationship, or just trying not necessarily trying to fix the relationship, but trying not to get in no drama, let that be. Okay? Why does it bother you so bad? We still trying to understand that. Why does it bother you so bad? Like, girl, live your life. Work on your relationship with your mom. Okay? Monique, don't put nobody text messages out there no more. Don't throw nobody under the bus like that no more. Giselle, you don't give a fuck about Monique. And you don't give a fuck about Robin, okay? Well, I felt bad for Robin. Robin said Giselle came through there and started this shit, and it was very selfish on her part, which it was. And I'm surprised that she calls her out in her confession. And when she call her out next week, we shall see. But at the end of the day, she ain't really gonna call her out and be mad at her, because her and Robin like this. Robin and Giselle just like this. So she'll talk about it and they'll be cool in the next second. Girl, whatever. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this Real Housewives, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.